Hey guys, welcome to my channel Among Stouts. If you're new here, I am a new homeschooling mom of 4 kiddos, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you a flip through of the ancient civilizations from Gather Around Homeschool, and also sharing with you the books that my kids and I are going to be using throughout this unit as resources and as readers. If you guys are into these flip through videos where I share with you what books we're pairing with our Gather Around Homeschool units, please go ahead and give me a like. And also, if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit subscribe. I would love to have you here as a part of my community, and let's go ahead and get into it. So let me just go ahead and start by showing you what this unit looks like. We are actually finishing up the South America unit. We have 4 lessons left in that unit until we are done. We are slowly working through it because we have kind of put everything on the shelf while we work through the Easter unit with Gather Around Homeschool. So as soon as we end up finishing the South America unit, we are jumping right into ancient civilizations. I was excited for this one after we started CC. I didn't really know anything like as far as the timeline song and all of that they do, but it might just be cycle 3. I'm not sure if they do the same timeline song in every cycle. If you're a CC family, go ahead and let me know. Is it the same song in every cycle? This is our very first year in it. We're in cycle 3, and next year we will do cycle 1 with CC, but we don't really know what to expect yet. So during that in that timeline song, it starts from like the beginning to like modern day. And so as we were going through the timeline, and it was talking a lot about a lot of ancient history. That's not, I took a class in high school in ancient like world history, but it's not an area that I could help my kids a lot in because it's not one that I am strong in. And so I couldn't really explain to my kids at the time like what all of it, like what all was happening, like what all happened, who was a part of it, whenever they were curious and interested during certain parts of that song of timeline. And so what I found interesting whenever this unit came out is it goes back it's ancient history, so it's going all the way back, and it's bringing in a lot of those history one-liners that my kids know from the song and teaching it to them. So I just wanted to be able to pair this unit with what my kids are singing so that they have more context and understanding and knowledge behind those song lyrics. Basically, that's basically in a nutshell why I am excited about doing this unit, is because it kind of brings that full circle for us, where they go from just singing the song to now being able to know and understand that part of history. So this is what the unit looks like. This is the teacher's guide here. And then this, since we aren't technically starting a new school year, but this is a new year of Gather Around Homeschool, and they changed a lot of things up. So South America is the last unit that my daughter, my 6-year-old, is doing for a pre-reader. So she's really excited. This will be her first early reader book. So I have one early reader. I have one early elementary. And then I have one upper elementary. And I am keeping my other 2 in their same levels because it has actually started off, as the years go on, I can tell, like just after printing this out and putting them together, the work that is in each book has gotten more, I wouldn't say it's gotten more difficult, but there's being more asked out of them as the year has gone on. I can tell from the year 1 elementary how it's led up to now the year 2 upper elementary. There's just a lot more depth in it from what I can see, and even same with the early elementary. Also, when I printed these out, and you'll see if you go back and watch some of my old flip throughs of some of the year 1 units that we've done this year, you'll see a difference between how those are for the student books compared to how this one is here. And I'm not sure, but I think they have already started making other changes to their student books and teacher's guides. So if you're getting a later year 2 unit than this ancient one, it might look a little bit different, but I'm not quite sure. So, but you'll see all in the flip through what's included in each one of these books. But like I said, something that is new and different to me is that at the front of these workbooks, in each one of them, there are these seat work pages. So this is the seat work for week 1, and it has copy work, the spelling, calendar, a checklist, and I guess the project is a history excavation. And then there's that copy work page there. And like I said, you'll see more of it in the flip through, but that was just something that I noticed right off the bat that was different, is that the in the beginning of each one of these books, they now have these seat work pages for each week. I think before, if I'm remembering correctly, because now that I'm looking at something different, I get confused. But I think all of this used to just be like throughout the actual lesson, and now it's just separated out. I don't know if that's something that they have gone ahead and changed already in some of these later units in year 2, but that's what it looks like in Ancients. And also, I will say, this unit is meaty. Again, I already told you guys that this is the first year 2 unit that we're doing. I can't remember which one this was. I can't remember if this was like the second or third one that came out for year 2. So there's been quite a few more since then. I don't know why, but these were really big student books compared to year 1. So when I say that there's more in the year 2 as far as like work goes compared to year 1, that's kind of how I also noticed it, is just how big these books are. I had to buy different coils to bind these books together because it didn't fit in the regular Pro Click binds that I had. Normally the smaller 45-page Pro Click spines would fit all of the student books that my kids did, and then the Pro Click 85-page fit all of my teacher guides. But now, like, the teacher's guide is kind of snug in here, and I had to put all of the student books into like a regular coil. So there's that also. Just as an observation, just know that these books are much bigger, and I don't know if that's the case with all of the year 2 units. Okay guys, so enough about that, and before I turn the camera around and give you guys the flip through, I just want to quickly go ahead and show you all of the books that I've gotten from my kids as readers, and then some of the other books that we have gotten as resource books for all of us as a family as we go through these units. So I'm going to first start off with these resource books, and I'm really growing to like love these DK Eyewitness books. They're so good. I've noticed that I've purchased quite a bit of them over this school year, as far as it goes to pairing them up with the Gather On Homeschool units. So the first one isn't actually a DK book, but this is one that we will all read together, and it's The Rise and Fall of the Persian Empire, Ancient History for Kids by Baby Professor, and that's what that looks like. And I did purchase all of these from Amazon, so they are very easy and available there if you're interested. So now, the next resource book that I got is the DK Eyewitness Ancient Civilizations. It says, discover the golden ages of history from ancient Egypt and Greece through mighty Rome and the Maya. So that's that book there, and that's what it looks like on the back. And then the next one, and so I think my daughter's really going to love this one because she was so excited when she saw it, and she's kind of like had questions on this anyway. So this is another DK Eyewitness, and it's Mesopotamia, Discover the Cradle of Civilization, the Birthplace of Writing, Religion, and the Rule of Law. There's that. And there's the back of that. She's been really interested in Mesopotamia, so I think that this will be her favorite one to go through. And then the other two that I got is, the first one is Step into the World of Ancient Greece, from Greek Gods, Myths, and Festivals to the Birth of the Olympics. So Ancient Greece. There's it on the back. And then Discover one of history's greatest civilizations, from its vast empire to the bloody gladiator fights, Ancient Rome. So there's the front and then the back. And then I will just start with the readers that I got first for my 6-year-old. The first one is The Lion and the Mouse, and it's one of those step into reading books. And then we got The Tower of Babel and The Trojan Horse, How the Greeks Won the War. So there's those. Oh, as far as the resource goes, I have a couple on Audible that were free because they're in the Plus catalog. So if you already subscribe to Audible monthly, like you already get a monthly credit or whatever, and I don't know how it works. I used to just get Audible, like I just got a credit every month, and then they added all this extra stuff. So I guess I have a membership. So if you have that, you can go on there and find The Roman Empire by iMinds, and then Gods and Goddesses of Ancient Egypt by Morgan E. Maroney. And those will be really good to pair with this unit as well, and they're free on Audible. Okay, so for my 9-year-old, I got her 2 books from the Imagination Station. The first one is Doomsday in Pompeii. There's it there. And then the second one is also from the Imagination Station, and it's Light in the Lion's Den. There's that one. And then for my son, I got him one physical book, and then the other book that I got him, it was free on Kindle if you're a Prime member. And so we usually prefer to have the books on hand, but I'm not going to pass up a free book, even if he has to be on the screen to read it. So I went ahead and got that one for him. Okay, so the first book that I got for him is Imagine the Tower Rising. That's that book there. And then the one that I got for him that was free for Kindle, so it's free if you have Prime, and that is Mystery of the Egyptian Scroll. And this is what it looks like. So you can buy the book version or you can get it free on Kindle if you are a Prime member. So those 2 books are for my 11-year-old son. Okay guys, so that is all of the readers and resources that we are using to pair with the Ancient Civilizations unit. And I will go ahead and turn this camera around and show you guys a flip through of the teacher's guide and all 3 student books that I have. There you go, guys. That is a flip through of all of the books that I have for ancient civilizations. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully this helped you get an idea of what to expect in this unit, or maybe even gave you an idea of some books that you could use to pick up to pair with the unit for your kid. So if you guys like this video, please go ahead and hit the like button. And if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe. I'd love to have you here as a part of my community, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.